In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions on the debt-free stage, which can mean only one thing: they're debt-free.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan and Amber are with us. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey,
Good, how are
doing
you?
great. Excited to be here.
Well, we're honored to have you. Where do you guys live?
Huntsville.
Oh, just down the road. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to Nashville. And how much debt have you paid off?
It was $103,415, and then did it in 16 months.
Way to go. Ooh. Wow. And your range of income?
Started at 72 and worked our way up to 146.
Okay, you double your income in a little over a year. Tell me how you did this.
It was a lot of overtime, a lot of traveling on the road, but mostly in the last 6 months, Amber graduated med school.
Oh, well, there's that. Okay, congratulations, doctor.
Thank you.
Well
very much.
done. So what kind of doc are you?
I'm a family practice doc.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. And what do you do, Ryan?
Electrical engineer.
Very good. Oh, two great careers. You guys are kicking it. So this 146 is only going up from there.
Yes.
Yeah, you're just getting started. Man, that's awesome. What kind of debt was the 103?
It was all Amber's med school.
Amber.
And it actually it started actually before 16 months. The whole thing really for 2 years prior to that, about 2 years, were actually cash flowing med school.
Oh, wow.
So the 103 was the first 2 years. Then when we started getting married, trying to cash flow.
So you cash flowed over half of it, probably. So probably 250 more, wasn't it?
It was about 200 total. So cash flowed about 100, and that took about almost 2 years. And then
they say that can't be done. You can't cash flow med school.
He just did half of it. That's awesome, man. And very cool. So you've been working your butt off to make sure she's a doc.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a journey.
And then once she comes out, then that's the bleeding stops, no pun intended.
Yes.
And
I get to retire in about 2 years. So.
Yeah. And then 103 is knocked out because you're just used to living like this in 16 months, because that's what you've been cash flowing the previous 16 months.
Exactly.
Got it. So how'd you learn how to do all this?
So my dad did your plan back in the day.
Oh, so you're a financial peace baby.
Yes.
Okay.
And then how it all started is we were dating in college. We were both at Auburn. So Amber was in her first year of med school, and I was wrapping up my senior year, and we decided to go on a date. Rachel was coming and speaking at the church and doing a Saturday morning talk.
Yeah.
So we went in and had a day. We figured, why not? We could learn something about money. And
which church?
Church of the Highlands.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. Chris will be here this week.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Yeah. Pastor Chris Hodges. He's a great guy. It's a great church.
So they're the ones who, Rachel and Church of the Highlands is where we got started. We really got on the plan there, and we were still dating, and we got engaged later that summer. So at that time when we got engaged, started combining the plan, and the plan was to not let med school debt sit here and last with us for 30 years into marriage.
Yeah.
So I started working a bunch, piling away money, and then as soon as we got married, I mean, that first semester we were able to pay right there. Which was her third year, and we were able to just drop a bunch of money in it and just keep working the plan till we cash flow and paid it all off.
Amber, you got no peers in med school that have done this, right?
Zero.
You were the weirdest person in med school.
Yes, it's very hard to for people to understand. It's completely 100% possible, and no one believes me. And then I'll write out just like a very very small breakdown of what we did, and they're like, "Oh, I can do this," because they don't realize that sometimes just getting married will be helpful as well. But for me,
marrying an engineer was a part of the program.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. We lived on about 30% of his income, which in that way just kind of helped us get it knocked out. And being able to write that check for that $22,000 every single semester.
Wow.
It's a very wonderful feeling.
Amber, what did you learn about your husband through this process?
Very determined. It was nice to see that he was going to go after something, and it made me feel stronger about what our family could do. And I knew that he wasn't going to give up, because it was something that, honestly, I was not in this. He was completely leading the entire pack. I just wanted flip-flops. And so, being able to kind of push us and kind of get us to where we were, I knew our family was going to be successful, and that was kind of something that between us and God, we knew we could get it done.
Yeah, you guys are a total power couple.
Yes,
well
they
done.
are.
Very well done.
That is fantastic.
So
right?
now that you've done it, both of you not only cash flowed half med school, but you paid off 103 in 16 months. What do you tell people the secret to getting out of debt is?
Well, Honestly, it's the grace of God. We always set our goal way out of our reach, and we allowed God to kind of fill in the gaps. Our initial plan was March of this year, and even though we had to like cash fund a car in there, we went on a couple vacations, just very small ones. We were able to actually move our timeline back to January of this year. And I mean,
just in time. Wow, before COVID hits, huh?
Yeah.
And so that's been a huge blessing this time.
You got don't have this thing
Agreed.
hanging around your neck, and you got cash coming in, and so you're set up. Wow, absolutely amazing. So, grace of God. What else? That probably covers it all, but just in case.
Yeah.
I'd say for me, it was just having a goal to go after. I like you're saying, very determined, very goal oriented. So seeing what the debt would do to us and what it would be like without it was huge.
Well, you're trained with numbers, and you're trained to do numbers in projects.
Exactly.
And this is a numbers project.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
So it was just math for me. And,
Yeah, it's the way
and I knew we could do it.
the way your academic training taught you to do it, though.
Yeah.
You just applied it to the financial world rather than the engineering world.
Exactly.
So, very well done. Good job, you guys. Who were your biggest cheerleaders outside the two of you?
Well, honestly, everyone thought we were weird.
Yeah,
They
I
didn't
bet.
understand why we were doing this at such a young age. Everyone was like, "Yeah, you can just have debt forever." But thankfully, even though they thought we were weird, they were pushing us and supporting us. They always made sure that whatever they wanted to do was budget friendly. And then we would actually have family members give us money for birthdays, and do not spend this on your loans. Do not put it towards your loan. Spend it on something for yourself.
Okay, we'll buy food and put the food money towards the loan. Okay.
Exactly. So,
Yeah. So I bet your dad, though, if you're a financial peace baby, your dad and mom probably were cheering you on, weren't they?
Yeah. He has so my dad did that, and my parents were divorced, and my mom actually got on her debt-free journey while we were doing ours.
Oh,
It was
neat.
part of ours. So she's been working on hers, and of course my dad's real proud, and her sister did it a couple of years before us.
Yeah.
And so we actually went through FPU on the old CDs that we got from her sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
That's how we went through the course.
That's awesomeness. Well, very well done, you guys. Very proud of you, heroes. You're set. How's it feel?
amazing.
It's good.
It's nice to be able to give back. I mean, just having that opportunity to kind of give more money than people are giving to us, which was fantastic. I mean, we gave a tip today that we wouldn't have given otherwise, so it was nice to do that.
More than you used to spend on a week in groceries.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love it. It's too fun, though.
It
It's
is.
too fun. I love it. Well, congratulations, you guys. We got a copy of Chris's book for you, Everyday Millionaires. That is definitely the next chapter in your story, without a doubt. Very, very well done. Very well done. Ryan and Amber, Huntsville, Alabama, $103,000 paid off in 16 months, making 72 to 146. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
3, 2, 1. We're debt free!
Yeah! That is fun.
Yes, it is.
Great couple.
I tell you, man, you see that teamwork,
Yeah.
you know, just being in sync and in lockstep and going toward a goal. I tell you, you
It's
can't
pretty
get held
interesting.
back.
Their body language is even in sync while
Oh,
they're
yeah.
standing there.
Yeah, when one breathes, the other one exhales. It's good teamwork.
Yeah, they're dialed in.
Yes,
they
they
really
are.
and it's you sense that. And listen, guys, I mean that was med school with only 103,000, and that 103,000 happened before they're married, and then they cash flow the rest of it. Don't miss that part of this story.
Yeah.
Because everybody talks about the impossible. This is impossible. You can't be a student without a loan. You can't do this without a loan. And they surrender to the cultural idiocy that debt is necessary. Most people do. Not these guys.
No.
Not these heroes. No, they just draw their sword and slay the dragon, baby. That's right. Just slay him. Just take him out right now. I love it.
That's so impressive.
Well done, Ryan and Amber. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.